Hi traders, good morning. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. All right, so euro dollar, we were saying that this wave 5, after completing a bearish ABC flat pattern here where price was respecting the previous top and the previous bottom, completed the wave 4 and then started the wave 5. The break above the 21 EMA, we said live in the video on Monday, is indicating the breakout for that wave 5, and that's what happened. We had a wave 1, 2, and then a wave 3, 4, 5, as you can see, with the wave 4 respecting the 21 EMA and not going into the price territory of wave 1, and then another wave 5 push up towards the WIS 5 level, and also, of course, the 122.50 round level as well. So that 5 wave completed a 5 wave of a wave C. And we said that anywhere, between 122.50 and 123.50 is the target zone, and there could be a bearish bounce in that area. Now, I do want to add one thing. It could be that the wave 5 is completed, but this could also be the wave 3. This is an ABC pattern for wave 4, and up we go for one more wave 5 to extend it a little bit higher to 122, maybe 75, 123. So to know the difference, let's put the fib from here to here. All right, and you can see that price did respect the 38.2 fib. So I think a break below the 38.2 fib, a candle close below the 21 EMA as well. Both, and maybe even one of those two is enough for a reversal and a break lower. I personally think that the chance of price reversing here is already quite high. But, we need a break. You see prices trying to break through the support trend line. Let's see if there's a candle close that could close below it and below the 20 MA. Because if there's a surprise push up and suddenly price closes up in here, then it doesn't look that bearish anymore, of course. And this candle is still open. So we'll find out soon. If it's a doji, then I guess it's still up in the air and it could go both ways. It is a critical level. A break through this, I think, could indicate the reversal. If it closes anywhere in here, it's still undecided, and it could still move up, as I said, because this could be a bigger ABC. We had a bullish ABC here, but that could be a wave 2, and this is a wave 1, and down we go for wave 3, or this could be an A. This ABC was part of B, and this is a C, and we still make a higher high. So, these variations are both possible, in fact, and therefore I'm waiting for the decision at the decision zone, which is the 38.2 fib, or a rebreak above the 21 EMA. A rebreak above the 21 EMA makes this ABC for wave 4 likely and up for wave 5, whereas a break below the 38 makes it more likely that price is going to reverse, and we completed the wave 5. Okay. So however, this breakout worked out well, as mentioned on Monday, and moved up to the target of 122.50 swiftly, and this wave 4 indeed taking place. So all of that working out very nicely. Now on the 4-hour chart, we're looking basically at a rising wedge pattern like this. As you can see, there was another tag of the resistance trend line. We already had a couple of tags before that already. As you can see, that's a big resistance zone. There are a lot of tags, a lot of hits on that channel right there. So another reason why a bounce is becoming more likely. And we have a rising wedge pattern because the support trend line has a steeper angle. The resistance has quite a shallow angle. There's also a divergence pattern on the 4-hour chart, which is quite significant. That shows that price action is running out of steam, that the uptrend is losing its momentum, its pace. Sorry. So back to the bigger picture, we're talking about 5 waves up here for A, ABC down for B, hit the 38.2 fib and the long-term moving averages, bounced, and this is all part of C. And within C, this is looking like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And this is part of a 5. Within 5, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a 5, a 5, a 5 of C. Okay, basically, here being the 3 level of one, the wave 3 of one level, the wave 3 of another level, and and basically here maybe the 3 of the lowest level. That still remains to be seen, right? In any case, yeah. Wait, one more time. Sorry, this is a bit confusing how I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay, and we write it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with different colors. Then we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this of the green, and then let's use red. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perhaps, right? Or is this the end of 5? Then it would also complete green and blue 5, all right? Or is this a red 5? Then we have one more higher high to get red 5 of green 5 or blue 5. That's better explained, and all of that completes wave C. Now, on the daily chart, this ABC pattern would complete a bigger correction probably at the previous top. ABC like this, blue ABC basically finishes red A and red B, and then we expect a red C down to test the previous bottom. That red B could take place at the 88.6 fib. So from this point of view, price, I think this is a close call. I mean, it didn't actually hit it yet. So, I mean, the difference is so small. So I don't know how to call this one, to be honest. The difference, we're talking about a difference of just, I guess, 8.5 pips or so. So I would be inclined to say that could be a tag, that could be a hit, because it's such a small difference, right? But that said, because it didn't really hit, I mean, it wouldn't be surprised if it could make one or higher high. So it's 50-50. I mean, I was, to be honest, more inclined to a bearish breakout before this video. I'm almost talking myself into a 50-50 scenario. I still probably going to stick to what I thought before the video, which is that this is looking more like a breakout. The close just closed, the candle just closed, and it was right at the 20 EMA low, so we still don't have a decision. We still have 2 wicks. The breakout is not forceful enough to push below the 20 EMA, so we don't have any confirmation as yet of that bearish scenario. I am inclined to say this is the end of 5 of C, but we need that break still. In my view, that is important. We did get a break below the trend line, but I think a break below the 20 EMA is still important as well. But I'm inclined to see this as a 1, 2, 3 pattern, a 4 and then a 5 lower. But once again, if it does push above the 21 EMA zone, of course, then we could see one will push up to 122.75, 122.80. A very small push up, only for 23 pips. It could extend to 123, but I wouldn't count on it. All right, pound USD. Let's see. So yes, I was looking at one more bearish low as part of a wave 5 of 1, then an ABC pattern, and then downside. Part of that played out. I didn't get the lower low here. Price actually bouncing at the long-term moving averages, which I failed to mention is actually a very strong support zone. Fortunately, it didn't cross my mind when I made the video on Monday, but it is actually quite logical when you use the SWAT logic that after you get a break below the 144 EMA, there's often a retest before you get a reversal, even if price breaks below the 144 EMA. But in any case, the ABC pattern did take place, and a rejection did take place. So those two things were accurate. And if you saw my analysis yesterday on the Elite Currency website, I made an update on the pound USD when price was about here, indicating that this is an ABC, and this is a 5-wave down, and that we should see a bounce at the minus 61.8 target, which happened here. And sorry about that, I just deleted my pound USD. 1 second. All right, I got the chart back, and that price was also, when we put a fib from here, there was a 78.6 fib. So this resistance zone working very nicely with the head and shoulders pattern. Anyone grabbing a reversal trade there did very well from 142. Now we didn't get we got a break here, but we didn't get a lower low yet. But still, plenty of pips to grab to the downside, I would say. So far, I think this larger picture is showing a reversal pattern with the rising wedge, excuse me, and the rising wedge breaking the trend line at least. Now we need to break below the neckline, let's say. Okay, we do have a higher low. Sorry, we have a lower high. Excuse me. We don't have a lower low yet. But considering the divergence between the tops as well, the WIS 8, the previous top on the daily chart here. There we go. As you can see, the fractal confirming the bounce at the daily chart. Also, let's get rid of all these lines for a second. Also, when you consider the bearish reaction here and here, I think there is a bearish reaction or there is some bounce at the previous top. So it looks like we're getting a double top. Fractal, two fractals already at the double top. We have the rising wedge. We have the head and shoulders pattern. I think they're pretty good signals here. We have an ABC correction completed. So I think this is looking like an ABC flat at the moment, probably not an ABC zigzag because of the deep retest of the previous top. An ABC zigzag would stop at the 61.8 fib. It didn't. It went all the way to the top. A double top is more typical for an ABC flat. So this is looking probably more like an ABC pattern here, an ABC pattern here, and now expecting 5 ways down to test the previous bottom to complete a bigger sideways range or correction. So I think there are a lot of arguments here at the moment for a reversal. That said, the thing what we're missing still is the break below the 21 EMA zone on the 4-hour chart. There were good reasons for a bounce here that happened. But now I would like to see a break below the 21 EMA low on the 4-hour chart. That should confirm the breakout down to the 144 EMA at the least, if not the 140 round level for the moment. It could go further. As you might have guessed, if there's a 5-wave pattern, it can go all the way down to the previous bottom. But for the moment, step by step, I think the main target zone for the moment is this. I expect the price will fall pretty quickly, make a flag, make a lower low, and then make some bigger correction back to the previous top, and then continue down again. This particular pattern, I will leave it here for a second. It's what I'm expecting the pound dollar if price breaks below the 20 EMA. Once again, if price breaks below the 21 EMA low on the 4-hour chart. If we don't, then of course it's still tricky. There are plenty of reversal signals here, but if it doesn't break below it, it could still make some kind of maybe an ABC zigzag like that, and this could be maybe a wave 1-2, wave 1-2. So from that point of view, I'll put the fib from here to here for the moment, and yeah, if it respects the 61 or 78.6 fib, it could also still be a bouncing spot. But I would rather see some kind of bearish candlestick reaction to confirm that. I do think that it's going back into resistance zone, quite strong one. So I think there should be a bearish reaction, but I would rather wait for that. So those are my two options at the moment: a bearish bounce at the resistance, or a break below the 21 EMA low on the 4-hour chart and these trend lines for a breakout to the downside. That's my view on the pound dollar at the moment, and let's see if that plays out. Thanks for joining. I hope that helps. If you want to give feedback on the pound dollar and euro dollar analysis that I do regularly, we would appreciate that on the Forex Peace Army or Trustpilot. And of course, if you're interested in more material, more from me, more material from me, more courses, ebooks, strategies, then you can check out SWAT, Simple Wave Analysis and Trading course. It has a ton of material. It has 20 plus videos, 70 plus hours. It has strategies, methods, indicators, templates for the MT4 platform, a 500 plus page ebook, a lot of PDFs and supporting material. So check that out. For 473 euros, you can become a member. All right, or you can try the ebook for just 24 euros and 95 cents. So if you're interested in trading with these methods, feel free, of course, to become a SWAT member. Otherwise, see you next week and have great days. Cheers.